Okay, so what we're going to be talking about today is the properties of logarithms. There's three basic properties that you guys have to have memorized, okay? So what these properties are going to allow us to do eventually is to solve logarithmic equations. So that's the purpose of learning these, okay? So three rules. We have log base b of m times n. M times n means any two things being multiplied together, whether they be a number and a variable or two variables, so like 3x or xy. That would be an example, okay? You can have more than that as well. So with properties of logarithms, essentially what happens is we're able to expand this. When we expand something, does it get bigger or smaller? Bigger, okay? So with logarithms, multiplication becomes addition, okay? We're going to have log base b of m plus log base b of n. Notice which one's first? M, because in the logarithm it's also first. Okay, so I want you to get in the habit of making sure that you have them in that order, in the order that they originally started. Okay? So all we did was we broke up the product inside the parentheses into two logarithms, and we connected them using addition. Okay? So if multiplication for logarithms is addition, what do you think division is? Subtraction. Yeah. Okay. So for that one, we're going to have log base b of what? M. Good, because the order matters here, right? Minus log base b of n. And notice that base is coming along with each one. Okay, it's not going anywhere. Okay, log base b of m raised to the x. Now, with exponents, it's a little bit different, okay? When we're dealing with exponents in a logarithm, the exponent winds up kind of popping out front. So it becomes x times log base b of m. Okay, so those are the three rules you have to have memorized. So I gave you a piece of paper and a marker. What do you think you're going to do with them? Yeah, you're going to make a foldable. So you're going to fold that paper hot dog. Make sure you leave a tab. And you're going to fold it into thirds because you have three rules. Properties of logs is going to go on your tab. This is going to go on the front. And these are going to go under the flaps. So take a few minutes and make that. So let's give one a shot. What winds up happening is these work in both directions. I can go from condensed to expanded or expanded to condensed. Either way, it works, okay? So we have to be able to go back and forth between the two. Either smoosh them together, condense them. I call it smooshing. Smoosh, we smoosh them, okay? Or we stretch them or expand them, okay? So we have to be able to go back and forth. So let's look at the first one. How many logs do I have? 2. How many do I want? 1. I want to condense this or smoosh it, right? So right, so it's going, no, it's condensed, but it's my special word. I made it up. I like it a lot. Okay? So I want to go backwards. I want to make this littler. I want to make it smaller. I want to condense it. I want to smoosh it. I want to go from 2 logs to 1 log. Now in log world, what's subtraction do? It divides, right? Okay, so to make this 1 log, this becomes log base 2 of, good, 8 divided by 4. Excellent. Okay. So what's 8 divided by 4? 2. Anybody tell me what log base 2 of 2 is equivalent to? What it's equal to? Okay, if I wanted to figure out what this was equal to, What are my options here? We could put it in the calculator, or we could think about it like this. We could say that this is equal to x, y, z, whatever, some variable, and put it back into exponential. Okay? 2 to the x equals 2. What would x have to equal? 1. Okay? So I could simply put this into my calculator if I wanted to evaluate it, or I could put it into exponential and solve for the variable. Okay? It's just asking us to smoosh, so I only had to go this far, but I wanted to do a little side note just to remind you guys. Okie dokie? Are we okay? All right. All right, so expand. Now we're going in the other direction. So we want to make it smaller. Now we want to make it what? Bigger. So how many logs do you think I'm going to wind up with? Yeah, 2. Good. So let's start with the first step. Right now, what's the operation inside the parentheses? Multiplication. So it's going to become what when I expand it? Addition. So log base b of x cubed, yep. Log base b of y, great. Now we have one more rule, right? What was our third rule talking about? Exponents, good. What's the exponent I'm dealing with here? The 3. Where should it go? Good. 3 log base b of x plus log base b of y. Yes. Always goes up front. Yes. So if what she's asking is if it looked like this, then this cubed would have to be here and instead not in front of the one with the x. It has to go with the one it's touching. Okay? With the one it's touching. Remember, there's a difference between this and this, right? What's the difference between those two? Yeah, this one, it goes to both. This one, it goes to both. This one, it only goes to the y. So keep that in mind when you're doing these. That's very important. Okay? All right, are you guys ready? Don't say it like what? No, Okay, so I want you to go ahead and simplify it, condense it. So I'm going to go from 2 logs to how many? All right, so go ahead, give it a shot. Okay, who wants to give it to me? Log base 3 of 20 over 4. No. Okay, so this is log base 3 of 5, not to the 5th. Remember, it's not an exponent, okay? Of 5. Keep that in mind. All right, good. You guys okay with that? Not so bad, right? Okay, let's try another one. Go ahead. I want you to, what are you be doing this? Are we expanding or condensing? Condensing. How do you know we're condensing? Because there's 2 logs. We want how many? 1. Go ahead. Give it a shot. Okay, who thinks they have it? What do you got? Log base 2. How many of you got it right? Awesome job. Good. Okay, we're getting the hang of it? It's not so bad, right? Not overly. No, what we're going to be using this for is solving log equations. So what will happen is there'll be lots of logs, and we'll have to condense it down to 1 in order to put it into exponential to solve. It might be, yeah. Yep. Like this one. How many is here? 3. Okay, so go ahead and condense that one. What's the base, by the way? No? 10. If nothing's written, the base is 10. What kind of logarithm is that? I gave you the word for it yesterday. I'm going to start giving you guys vocab quizzes. Common. Common logarithm has base 10. Do we have to write the 10? No, it's assumed. Absolutely. Go ahead. All right, so we got to deal with that exponent first, okay, guys? That needs to come up to be the exponent to what? To 2. Okay, so this becomes log 2 to the third times 4, right? Because this turns into multiplication, this turns into division over 16. Why did I just put it under the 4? Yeah, it's log of 4 minus log of 16. It's not this, okay? If the whole thing is being divided, you'd see it in parentheses. Is it going to make a difference here? No, but with variables, it may very well make a difference, okay? Okay, so this becomes log of 8 times 4 over 16, or log of 32 over 16, which equals log of 2. Again, what's the base? 10. What's it called? Common. Do I need to write the 10? No. Why? It's assumed. Good. Are we ready? Go ahead and try the next one. Simple yes or no question here. Can we write this as a column, as one log, as a single log? No, why not? Yeah, you have different bases. If you have different bases, you can't smoosh them, can't condense them, can't expand them. No. Okay, so there's nothing we're going to do here. This is a big no. Okie dokie. Big no. Can't do it. All right, so I've got a couple here I want you guys to do in your notebooks, okay? We'll go over them in a moment. Okay, let's talk about the first two, guys. Log base 5 of x divided by y. Who wants to expand that for me? Excellent job. How many of you got that right? Every single one of you. Very nice. Okay. All right, who wants to give the second one a try for me? This one's a little bit trickier, right? Log of 3. Awesome. Because what is that 4 attached to? Just the r. It's not attached to that 3, okay? If it was attached to the 3, if it looked like this, then I'd have to have that 4 here as well, okay? Do you understand the difference? That's fine. Parentheses are fine. If you want to use parentheses, that's fine. Doesn't make a difference. If you put the base in of 10, that's fine too. Yeah, it's okay. You can put that 10 if you'd like. Yep. But just understand that you're not going to see it. Like if I give you a problem, it's not going to say log base 10. You need to know. Okay? All right, have you guys done the third one yet? All right, let's go over it. What'd you get? You guys are awesome today. Good. Have you done the fourth one? All right, let's do that one too. Somebody else? Somebody new? That's fine. Uh-huh. Awesome. Why does she have the 2 with both? Yeah, it's on the outside and it's got parentheses, right? So it gets distributed both to the numerator and the denominator. Did we do the last one yet? You guys are fast. Let's do it up here. I'm running out of room. All right, somebody new. Stephen, what? Yeah. Good. How many of you got that one right? Great job, guys. Okay. All right, so your homework is pages 14 and 15 in your packet. Please make sure that gets done. Okay. I'm going to be checking last night's homework and tonight's homework tomorrow. I want to see it completed in your packets, okay? All right? Any questions, guys? Don't forget you have a quiz on Friday. It's going to have one question from the first four sections, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4.